Welcome back to Our Voices. It's time for a Women to Watch segment. Everyday African women on the continent and in the diaspora are doing extraordinary things. And today we highlight the contribution of our VOA colleague from the Bambara French to Africa service, Kadiatou Traore. She's the founder of the Association for Solidarity, Aid and Action in Mali. Welcome, Kadiatou.
Wow. Good to have you.
Welcome.
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me, and I'm so honored to be part of your beautiful team.
Thank you so much.
Like I talk every time, my voice is our voice.
Yes.
Now you're part of our voice.
Finally,
you're part of our voices.
Yeah, finally, I'm here and with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
In set? Yes,
Okay,
for
thanks.
sure. Well, we're going to get right into it, Kadiatou. What drove you to start the nonprofit that you started in Mali?
Well, in Mali, I work as a prominent government staff members. So I faced the worst time in my career when the new boss, solicited me a sexual favors. It was very, very complicated situation for me. And he made my job a living hell when I did not give in to his advances. So I thought this situation will be, very, very
A safe
worse.
place.
Exactly, because in our society, it's very, very complicated to say that a man could, push up the woman and in this kind of situation. So, but when I refuse
When you refused?
his advances, I refuse his advances, they push at me to the resignation. So, I lost my well-paying positions, and so I decided to go forward to the job, but and
moved on to
decided
better
to
things.
launch an organization, like a non-profit organization, to help other women who were going to these issues, and also, I would like to my voice to be heard.
Kadiatou, I really have a lot of respect for your generation because you guys really laid the groundwork for young women like me. We come into the workforce now and we know what our rights are.
Right.
It's in large part because of the work that you have done to fight for your own rights in the workplace. And I wonder, looking back at really your career, when you look at the workforce now, do you think that we are where we're supposed to be, or is there more work to do?
Oh, yes, of course, because I was talk to myself and said it should be started by something, The woman do not react to that kind of situation when it's happening. But I said to myself that I took that decision to myself and said, and maybe I'm gonna get some voices added to mine, and fighting against that issues.
Speaking of that, did you get any support from either family, community, or anywhere else?
A very few support.
Did people fight you back?
A very few support. Friend of mine told me, you have not to do that. I say, why? When I said why, I asked why, she said, you know what I'm talking about it. You know where you're from. You have not to do that kind of, create that kind of a situation, because it could be another, create another problem to you, to yourself, and to your family also. But I see.
Well, Kadiatou,
that was a big frustration for me, and I decided, to express my frustration, and to just tell to people, we have a right. We are women and we have a right in the society.
Thank you so much, Kadiatou, for sharing your story with us.
Well, Kadiatou, because you used your voice, I'm sure you have emboldened a generation of women to use their voice as well. And we also want you to use your voice. Who do you think deserves a shout out? Use the hashtag VOA Our Voices and tell us who you think is a woman to watch in the fight for a better workplace for women and closing the wage gap. Also, be sure to watch Our Voices on the VOA website, where you can find the world's top news stories.